Watch this video to learn how to play On My Two-Wheeler from My First Piano Adventure Level B Lesson Book. Today we are in My First Piano Adventure Level B Lesson Book, and we are looking at On My Two-Wheeler. There are 2 pages for On My Two-Wheeler, page 52 and 53. 52, this one is for your left hand, and 53, this one is for your right hand. These are exercises where we get to play a pattern and we're going to work on playing it with the metronome. So first, let's learn how to play the pattern for our left hand. For the left hand, you are going to want to start with your thumb on C, and you're going to play every note until you get to your 4th finger on G 3 times. So try it 1 time with me. 1, 2, here we go. C, B, A, G. Now let's try it 3 times in a row. 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, A, G, back up to C, B, A, G, back up to C, B, A, G. Good. And we're going to end this line with a C, G, and those are longer. So it's ta, ta. Let's try that whole first line together. 1, 2, here we go. C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, C, G. Great. Now in the second line, we played this main pattern 2 more times again, but the ending's going to be different. Now it's C, B, C, and the last note's going to get 4 whole beats. Try the second line with me. 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, ta, 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 Great. Now after you play it here, you're going to move down and play it 1 octave lower. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to play the right hand, and then we're going to work on playing them both with the metronome. In the right hand, you also need your thumb on C, but now you're going to start with your 4th finger for the main pattern. Try that main pattern with me. 1, 2, here we go. F, E, D, C. Great. Now to finish out the first line, we play that pattern 3 times, just like we did for the left hand. And then we're going to go F, C with our longer ta-ahs. Play the first line with me. Right hand. 1, 2, ready, go. F, E, D, C. F, E, D, C. F, E, D, C. F, C. Great. Now for the second line, we play 2 of our main pattern, just like we did for the left hand. And the ending now goes F, E, F. Can you play the second line with me? 1, 2, ready, go. F, E, D, C. F, E, D, C. F, E, F. And now after you play it here, you take your right hand up 1 octave and play it again there. Okay, let's get out our metronomes. This is my metronome. Your metronome might look a lot different than mine. There are many kinds of metronomes that you can use. The important thing is that it can keep the time for you and that you can set it to a certain number. And those numbers are how many beats per minute the metronome is putting out. So we're going to start with this 80 beats a minute. So you can see that I have that set to 80 right there. Can you get your metronome set to 80 however it works? And then go ahead and set it down. And I'm going to start mine ticking. Now this is about the speed that we were just playing it at. So we are going to play the left hand now with the metronome. And we're going to imagine that we hear the metronome saying ta, 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 and it tells us how fast we're supposed to go. Okay, go ahead and put your left hand thumb on C. We're playing page 52 on my two-wheeler for the left hand with the metronome. We're going to play it once here at middle C, and then we're going to move down and play it there with a nice rainbow in the middle. 1, 2, here we go. C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, C, B, A, G, C, G, down, C, How did you do? If you did not get it perfect that time, that's okay. What I'm going to have you do now is pause the video and try it 2 more times. The left hand with the metronome set to 80 beats a minute on your own. Okay, now let's take a look at on my two-wheeler for the right hand with the metronome. Your right hand thumb should be on C, and we're going to play with it at 80 beats a minute again. And we're going to start once here at middle C, and then we're going to move it up to the higher C. Remember, this one starts on F. 1, 2, here we go. F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C. Up, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, F, 2, 3, 4. How did you do for the right hand? If you did not stay perfectly with the metronome the first time, that's okay. That's why we practice. I'm going to go ahead and have you pause the video now and try it twice more on your own with your metronome set to 80. Okay, it's time to pause this video and practice on your own. You are going to play on my two-wheeler 2 times for each hand with your metronome on and set to 80 beats per minute. Now the next challenge for on my two-wheeler is to try to play it with the metronome set even faster. So let's take our metronomes and move it down to 92. And I'm going to play it once at 92, and you can try to play with me if you feel like you're ready. If you're not quite ready yet, no worries. Keep practicing it at 80 for a couple more days and then come back. 1, 2, here we go. C, B, A, G, C. Down lower, C, C, the right hand, go ahead and get your right hand on the piano. 1, 2, here we go. F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, F, up higher. F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, D, C, F, E, F, 2, 3, 4. Great. Keep practicing it here until you feel like you've got it really well. And then the next challenge is to take the metronome up even a little bit higher. Okay, let's take a look at our third challenge speed. For our third challenge speed, we are going to 108. Go ahead and get your metronome set there. Go ahead and start it. This time, I'm not going to say the letter names. You've been practicing this for a while, and I think you've got it down. Go ahead and put your left hand thumb on the piano, and we'll begin with On My Two-Wheeler for the left hand on page 52. 1, 2, here we go. Great, let's take a look at the right hand now. Go ahead and get your right hand up on the piano and ready. Remember, we start with your fourth finger here. 1, 2, ready, go. Great work. Here's your practice plan for On My Two-Wheeler. I would like you to play this 4 times a day, 2 times at each of 2 different speeds. The first time you play it at a speed, you should focus on the correct notes, and the second time on the correct rhythm. Then move it up to a new speed and play it twice there. That's it. You have reached the end of this video and you are ready to go master how to play On My Two-Wheeler on your own at home. Thank you.